still does not have power to some areas, and some trails may have some downed trees in the way. You may be looking for help cleaning up storm debris, but the Better Business Bureau is warning you to be wary of whom you hire. And later, the Ohio County Sheriff's Office needs your help identifying a car caught on camera in a theft investigation.
From WBKO News, local, first, now. This is WBKO News at 6.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gene Burke. Mammoth Cave National Park reopened today, having been closed this past weekend to clean up after Friday's storm. Public Information Officer Molly Schroer said park maintenance crews have been working diligently to clear over 300 trees from roadways and visitors areas, though Schroer said the biggest issue was much of the park was without power. While power has been restored to the park's visitor center, she says some campgrounds and administrative buildings are still in the dark.
We're pretty much back in action now. I think later this week they are working on getting our utilities back so we can, open our lodging again and all that service. So we're working with Kentucky Utilities, and I know they're very busy trying to get service back throughout the region.
Schroer says the park's trails are open, but advises visitors to be cautious of fallen trees that may not have been cleared. More information on current conditions at Mammoth Cave National Park, visit nps.gov/MACA. Warren County government has announced information on debris removal from last Friday's storms. They say residents should place cut-up limbs at the curb for removal. If you pay contractors to cut up your limbs, they're responsible for removing them from your property. Limb and tree debris curbside pickup will begin on Monday, March 20th. This is for vegetation only, and Public Works will continue clearing critical debris from roadways and rights of way. The Better Business Bureau is warning people about the increased potential of storm-chasing scammers. The agency says fraudsters are looking to take advantage of people, offering them a seemingly good deal to fix any property damage. Reporter Garrett Weimer and photojournalist Darnell Crenshaw have more.
Impatient and want those repairs done, they could trick you out of your money. How do you avoid being scammed? Clary says do your research on the person before you hire them. Check them out on the website bbb.org. Put it in writing. Make sure they indicate what they're going to do for you and the cost, and where you can find them if there's a warranty issue that pops up. Don't be in such a rush to get the job done that you end up using someone who's unscrupulous. Another warning from the BBB. Scammers are calling people posing as the electric company. Crooks telling folks to pay them in the next 30 minutes or they'll shut off your power or disconnect you. A BBB employee got this same call. Power companies will tell you we do not operate in that manner. H. Wayne Roberts lives on Polo Club Boulevard. Friday's storm left him with a mess.
It took off some shingles. It took out some screens off some windows out back.
Roberts says he's received door flyers to fix his roof, but he's going to call his insurance agent first.
That's why you got insurance. And I think that is something that the insurance company should handle, and they should know contractors that are reputable.
Roberts is an attorney, and he agrees with the BBB, saying don't be in a huge hurry for a quick fix.
Then you're just asking for potential trouble down the road, and then you had to call somebody like me to represent you.
Heather Clary with the BBB says the insurance company is only going to give you one check to fix your damages, so it's best to do it right the first time. Here's another look at the power outage numbers around our area. BGMU is reporting 9 outages at the moment. Warren RECC reports 3,800 outages and say they are entering the stage of restoration where replacing poles, removing trees from lines, and hanging lines will be restored a few at a time. In Glasgow, at 5 o'clock tonight, Farmers RECC reported their total number of outages had gone down to 1,211.
Okay, another great day out there across South Central Kentucky. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures were a little bit cooler, but still, if you were out continuing cleanup after Friday's damaging winds, it was a good day for cleanup. As we know, many crews were out there still working to restore power to many, as well as clean up all of the tree damage. Just several trees fallen across South Central Kentucky over the course of Friday. Now, here's a live camera shot right now at Scottsville Road, and a beautiful sunset shaping up across South Central Kentucky. We have those pink and orange colors, which are caused by the low angle of the sun, which basically, as it refracts through the molecules in the atmosphere, it gives us those colors. But wanted to show you this picture sent in by Jennifer Franklin tonight from Grayson County. What a gorgeous way to end the evening. Temperatures are in the lower 50s right now in Bowling Green, and we're expecting them to fall even further into the upper 30s by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. So some cooler weather on the way, as well as rain chances Thursday. We'll talk about that coming up in just a few more minutes. Gene?
Thank you, Matt. Ohio County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a theft from the Fordsville Clinic, and they're asking for your help identifying this black car on your screen. Deputies say the theft happened around 3 o'clock yesterday morning. They ask anyone around East Main Street, Church Street, or Railroad Street with surveillance to check their cameras for around that time. The Sheriff's Office says the suspect vehicle was traveling from the Grayson and Breckenridge County direction. If you know anything about this theft, please call the Ohio County Sheriff's Office at 270-298-4444. Service One Credit Union presented a donation to the Sky CTC Foundation in the school's courtyard this morning. The $15,000 donation will go towards student support programs at the college, providing classroom supplies, books, uniforms, career advancement education, resources for students and student events, and student celebrations. Rebecca Stone, President and CEO of the credit union, hopes this money will help students find educational success.
We give that to them so that they can help students we might not be aware of finish their college education. So it's really to make sure that the folks that want to graduate and want to go on with their career, that they have money to do so. And we're just hoping that this small amount helps them be able to be successful.
Last year's donations allowed the students to focus on their studies instead of out-of-pocket expense. Allen County Scottsville High School students attended their annual career day today with almost 50 local businesses in attendance, offering jobs available once the students graduate. Guidance counselor Laura Carter says typical paths for students after graduation are to either go straight into the workforce, into the military, or into college. Through the career fair, she hopes students will explore their other options and choose what's best for them.
They were like blown away by all the businesses that were set up. The businesses did a really good job of displaying what all they do, what all they offer. Several of them had interactive things for the seniors to do. There's so many opportunities for them whenever they graduate. We just want their eyes open to what all they can do.
While the career fair was available to all students, seniors were able to cycle through other professional development events today, including a resume building workshop and an alumni panel. Today, Governor Beshear announced $4.2 million in tobacco settlement funds to support Kentucky farmers. 345 projects will receive funding through the Kentucky Soil and Water Conservation Commission. The money will help farmers promote practices that protect water quality and prevent soil erosion. Projects include alternative water sources for livestock, grass waterways, fencing to facilitate rotational grazing, and cover crops.
This is WBKO News at 6.
What? Running commercials.
Want me to show my work?
Oh God, no. Ziploc bags help protect me against.
I guess all Cheyenne looked the same to everybody that knew it.
Was Ethan part of it? I don't know more.
No.
Well, that channel's having trouble coming in. I don't know why that's having trouble coming in. I don't know if I need to turn the antenna or what.
Of Omaha. Policy started just
Really, everywhere's commercials.
Sermon.
Free trial. If you're not 100% satisfied, we'll
Okay, then.
from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for
Jeopardy. Jeopardy's on NBC right now. See if there's anybody in the chat.
Welcome back. We'll start with you, Tim Joe from Champaign, Illinois. Tell us a bit about how you prepared to get here.
Yeah, so when my friends heard I was going back on the show, they're really excited, and some of my more unscrupulous friends decided popular
CBS.
challenges.
Oh.
Miami Beach wants visitors to enjoy the vacation haven, but avoid a repeat of the past 2 years. What is the
Anecdote? Well, no, but I have the Korean rights to it.
I get 44 on the Roku, and it comes in on the Roku, but I don't know why it's not coming on the antenna. I'm not going to watch Wheel of Fortune after the stream.
3 generations of caring professionals working hard to save you money. Fairview Plaza in Bowling Green. 781-4141. Back in January, a woman died in Elizabethtown after a Denny's sign fell on the car she was in. A similar incident happened last Friday.
Oh, here we go with the garbage sign guidelines.
Thankfully, no one was in that car when the sign fell. Reporter Elise Searcy has more on if Kentucky requires any regulations for requiring regular safety inspections of large signs.
Really?
Friday's hurricane-force winds damaged homes, toppled trees, and blew down tall, heavy signs like this one in Bowling Green that collapsed and crushed a car. Luckily, no one was in it. Seeing signs like this, LEX18 Investigates wanted to know who's checking the signs for safety. Remember what happened in January? A woman died in Elizabethtown when a Denny's sign collapsed.
Oh, shoot.
Take a look. Here's a hotel sign in Hamburg that was damaged by Friday's winds, along with several large signs around Lexington. Again, how do we know they're safe? To be frank, we don't know. We found there are no state regulations requiring regular safety inspections. Kentucky leaves that up to local governments. In Lexington, there is an ordinance that says signs shall be maintained in good condition at all times with oversight by the Division of Building Inspection. We asked Mayor Linda Gorton if she knew how often the signs are inspected.
And I don't know the answer to your question. This storm was, if you look at Category 1 hurricane winds, it's about 70 to 90 miles an hour.
A spokeswoman for the city further clarified that
that Denny's sign was in E-Town, and that White Castle sign was in Bowling Green.
Any other signs, but says if the city does get a complaint of one that could be a hazard, it can order repairs or removal.
I would have just took the big signs down.
Extraordinary wind. And so, but it is an important question, and we've got to pursue all of these answers.
About those signs in Hamburg, we saw at least 2 that were damaged, a McDonald's sign and a Marriott hotel sign. As Mayor Gorton says, last Friday's winds were extraordinary, the damage widespread and possibly unavoidable. But it could be a sign to inspect signs more closely.
When our sister station in Louisville looked into the Denny's sign incident, they learned from the Department of Housing, Buildings, and Construction that signs are not something that require permits and inspection at a state level. E-Town officials said there is no municipal mandate requiring signs to be inspected. It is the responsibility of the entity exercising authority over the property to perform routine inspections and necessary maintenance.
Okay, high temperatures made it into the lower 60s today. Much cooler weather expected. Tomorrow we'll tell you what to expect and that next rain chance coming up after the break.
This stock market report is brought to you by the retirement planning specialists at Tony Walker Financial. The 7-day forecast is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Let's go! Morgan & Morgan has handles. Let Morgan & Morgan handle your case. Big Blue and the big law firm. In foul trouble, call Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan has your back. For the people, not the powerful.
T-Mobile covers 99% of people in America. So when we say we have your town covered, we mean it.
Where I live is a rural area, and the coverage has been awesome.
And great coverage is just the beginning. Families and small businesses can save 20% versus AT&T.
The savings we get allows us to do more things as a family. We're a one-income military family. Saving every month really does help us.
Plus, with our T-Mobile Price Lock, we guarantee we won't raise the price of your rate plan. Switch today.
One is Superior Dentistry. Superior Dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. We are equipped with the most innovative and advanced technologies in dentistry. We've created an atmosphere that is judgment-free and comfortable to help you forget you're even in a dental office at all. We are a place that treats you like family. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience Superior Dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
Hey, son, what you doing?
Daddy, I'm going on a dealership one day.
All right, I'll dream with you.
From one small dream to over 25 dealerships in the state of Kentucky, we have set out to provide Kentuckians with reliable vehicles and the best customer service for over 50 years. This may have started with a simple dream, but our dedication to our customers will go on for generations.
Watch WBKO on all your streaming devices, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. WBKO News is always local, first, now. First Alert Weather, sponsored by MedCenter Health.
Okay, darkness setting in over South Central Kentucky tonight. Here's a look over Scottsville Road as we, many of you are finishing your day, heading home, getting ready for dinner. Temperatures still slightly mild out there. Many of you in the lower 50s and upper 40s across South Central Kentucky with now becoming somewhat of a partly cloudy sky. It's 49 degrees in Grayson County this evening as we look over the square there in Litchfield. So starting to get a little chilly. Glasgow, partly cloudy skies, 49 degrees for you as well. And Barron County, still a little bit breezy out there as well. So it feels cooler than really those upper 40s. The wind chill probably takes it down into the mid to lower 40s. So you may actually want a jacket if you have to step out later tonight, as we see those gusts nearing 20 miles per hour at times. 20 degrees cooler than where we were this time yesterday evening when we were on the air, as we hit a high temperature yesterday of 80 degrees. Today, our high temperature was set at 63 degrees, and that was actually set after midnight. We did rebound into the lower 60s again by this afternoon, but the highest temp, the 63, was set about 45 to 53 minutes after midnight this morning. Right now, many of us still in those lower 50s and upper 40s, cooler to the northeast, a little bit more mild back to the southwest in Hopkinsville. Regional high temperatures today, we had the mid-50s for many of you, and then 60 in Greenville, Madisonville 59, Campbellsville 55, and Glasgow. You set a temperature of 57 for your max today. For this evening, we're going to gradually cool to the mid-40s with cloud cover increasing about 50 degrees at 7 p.m., 47 at 9 tonight, and 46 at 10 o'clock if you're going to be out later. Still a quiet weather pattern in store for us over the next 24 hours. Here is Kentucky and Tennessee, so the Ohio Valley region experiencing those northerly winds, ushering in some colder air. That's going to continue tomorrow, as highs tomorrow will only top out in the mid-50s. The warmer air still trapped to the south. This is our next weather maker, a low-pressure system getting going over northern Arkansas and now stretching into Missouri, but that's going to hold off for another day or so. It's really going to be Thursday, as you'll see here on Future Max, before that arrives in our area. Temperatures falling into the lower 40s by around 10 o'clock tonight, with cloud cover increasing off of that system, but no rain. Our models try to keep everything dry again on Wednesday. Can't rule out maybe just one or two isolated showers especially to the west, but for the most part, everything indicating a fully dry day again on Wednesday. It's Thursday after lunch, and the models really keep delaying the timing or arrival of this system, but this is 6 o'clock Thursday, and then those scattered showers really start to spread in across south central Kentucky, where we could receive maybe an inch of rain or so. Taking it through Thursday, we dry out again by Friday morning, so that's when we'll start to see some clearing behind that system. Cooler air works its way in as well. They could even see maybe a little bit of wintry precipitation in far northeastern Kentucky. Not any of that for us, though. And then dry again on Saturday before our next weather maker gets going and brings rain in for Sunday as well. Looking like cooler conditions for the extended outlook. We'll continue to watch that. Tomorrow it is going to be around seasonable averages, 54 degrees with a low of 41. Clouds increasing, cooler but still dry. The rain holds off until Thursday. Here's the 7-day forecast. 58 on Thursday, 59 on Friday. Just a leftover chance of rain early Friday morning, but the rain is clearing. Saturday, mostly sunny, 55 degrees. Rain pushes in for Sunday, and then we start Monday and Tuesday with just some slight rain chances, but cooler than average temperatures, 49 the high by Tuesday. Gene?
Thank you, Matt. The mission of the Boys and Girls Club is to inspire children to reach their full potential. At the Glasgow-Barron County Boys and Girls Club, one woman takes that mission to heart and gives it her all. William Battle introduces us to this week's Hughes and Coleman Hometown Hero.
They're just my kids, you know. I have my own biological kids that come here, but I have over 100-something kids that has my heart.
Kenesha Franklin is the safety director for the Boys and Girls Club of Glasgow-Barron County. Since 2019, when she started as a team coordinator with the organization, she's been doing what it takes for the children in her care.
She's a rock. She's very dependable. She's kind. She's caring. She's devoted to the mission, to the staff, and to the children.
She always keeps us on our toes. She's always got, a story about, something she did when she was younger or something funny that happened, like with her kids over the weekend. She's always positive.
Kenesha happily takes on different roles when it comes to interacting with the children.
I'm a therapist some days. I'm a relationship person. I'm somebody's best friend, a mama. I want to know how their day went at school. Do they have any issues? I want to know about your grades.
The children can always count on Kenesha to be there for them, no matter when or where.
I'm that person that the kids can be like, hey, Miss Kenesha, can you come to my ball game? I'm the one that's on the bleachers yelling at the kids to pass the ball or something. I'll support them no matter what.
It is her ability to empathize and relate to the children that drives her to go above and beyond for them.
I see myself in some of the kids, and some of the things they go through, I've been through, if it makes sense.
She is grateful for the support she receives from the team at the Boys and Girls Club.
Well, I couldn't get this and be the person I am without support, I have great staff. I have a wonderful CEO and a unit director.
And at the end of the day,
I'm not going to be able to save them all, but I'm going to try to save them all if I can.
For being a positive role model and influence on the lives of children in Glasgow and Barron County with endless love and support, we recognize Kenesha Franklin as this week's Hughes and Coleman Hometown Hero.
If you have someone you'd like to nominate as a Hometown Hero, go to our website, wbko.com. Click the Hometown Hero tab and fill out the submission form.
If you would like to nominate someone for the Hughes and Coleman Hometown Hero, visit wbko.com and click on the Hometown Hero tab.
Car wreck? Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Insurance companies are making it tougher than ever for car accident victims, charging higher premiums and then trying to shortchange you on your injury claim. But no matter what they do, one fact remains. On average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one. Now that you know the facts, don't settle for less. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
85 years ago, Dr. Graves and Dr. Gilbert partnered to create Graves Gilbert Clinic. And since then, we've grown into the largest physician-owned clinic in the state. GGC has over 200 providers representing 30 medical specialties and over 20 locations spanning the South Central Kentucky area. Over 1 million walked into GGC for care in 2022. And we thank our patients and their families for allowing us to continue serving you with expert care. Graves Gilbert Clinic. Yesterday, today, tomorrow.
Hey, have you seen this TikTok family pairing thing?
Yeah, it's a bunch of settings we can customize.
So
Shauna's parents are like, okay, so I'm thinking 40 minutes of screen time a day. And Shauna's all like, what? I think 60 is fair. Or you know how Ricky posts those 6 solos? Well, his dad's like, these are sick, but they're only sick for you and your friends. Or you could be like, I'm extending your screen time, son, and your curfew.
I don't sound like that. Do I sound like that?
It would appear that the butler did it. But this isn't a whodunit film. It's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
Catch these offers while you can.
Tournament time is here for WKU basketball. The Conference USA tournament starts tomorrow in Frisco, Texas. The Hilltopper men's team is the 8th seed. It will face the 9th seed UTEP in the very first matchup. The Hilltoppers swept the Miners on the regular season, both by 5 points. The first matchup in Diddle Arena ended in a 74-69 WKU victory. And most recently on the road at UTEP last Thursday, the Tops won 73-68. Tip-off for this matchup is set for 5:30 on ESPN+. And of their trip to the Lone Star State, head coach Rick Stansberry says they're going to have to give everything they got in this first matchup.
All you can worry is what you're in control of now. Don't matter what's happened in the past. You know, us not being where we want to be at the end of the season doesn't matter now. It's a brand new season. That season's over. And you look around the country and you watch these tournaments. There's not a lot of teams that win their league, wins their conference tournaments. It's probably less than half of them. So no question, it's wide open. There's several teams can go down there and win that thing.
For the second consecutive year, WKU Hilltopper basketball senior center Jamarion Sharp has been named the Conference USA Defensive Player of the Year. Sharp becomes the 6th player in CUSA history to earn Defensive Player of the Year honors in back-to-back seasons. This is the 4th time in the last 5 seasons that a Hilltopper has claimed Defensive Player of the Year, as Charles Bassey won the award in 2019 and 2021. The 7'5" center currently leads the nation in both total blocks with 127 and blocks per game, averaging 4.2. Additionally, junior guard Davion McKnight was named All-Conference Second Team. Sharp earned Third Team honors and an All-Defensive Team nod. And then we have 6th-year senior guard Emmanuel Acott, who was named All-Conference Honorable Mention. And for all the marbles tonight in EA Diddle Arena, the Warren Central Dragons are taking on the Bowling Green Purples in the 4th Region Championship game with berth to the KHSAA Sweet 16 in Lexington on the line. These two teams have faced each other 3 times so far this season. The first at Bowling Green, where the Dragons pulled away in the second half to win 54-39. The second matchup at Warren Central, where the Purples had a chance to win it at the buzzer. But the game was sent to overtime, where Warren Central took the win 75-67. And in their most recent meeting, the 14th District Championship, the Dragons dominated the entire game and took the title with a 75-56 victory. Game 4 is in action right now as the Purples look to advance to the state tournament for the first time since 2021, while the Dragons look to head to Rupp Arena in back-to-back seasons. And that's your look at sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Hi, I'm Gary Logson. I've been practicing personal injury law in South Central Kentucky since 1973, representing individuals and businesses who need help. Almost 50 years later, I'm still committed to this mission. In the last year alone, our firm has secured over $10.5 million for clients across the Bluegrass. Thousands of Kentuckians have trusted us with their cases, and we haven't let them down. If you've had a life-changing event and need help, you've got to get Gary.
Do you procrastinate when it comes to doing your taxes? If getting your taxes done fills you with dread, then maybe you're going to the wrong place. Biggs Financial Services helps make tax time so much easier. Mark and his staff keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, making sure that you keep every penny you are entitled to. If you have questions on taxes, investments, or retirement, call today. Take control of your financial future with Biggs Financial Services.
My name is Diana Hawk, and I'm an operations manager at Morgan & Morgan. At Morgan & Morgan, we've made it really easy. Anything that we need from you, you're able to do from the comfort of your home. You can just dial pound law, and you talk to someone like me.
We are ramping up the star power on Extra. Promotional consideration for WBKO News is paid for by the following.
Okay, you're going to notice a considerable difference when you wake up tomorrow morning. You'll want the jacket. Temps will be in the upper 30s. Not quite freezing, but still quite cold out there. Highs in the mid-50s. Clouds increasing. Not as much sunshine to give us that heat we had the last couple of days. Then rain chances really start to pick up after lunchtime on Thursday, overnight Thursday, and then ending Friday morning. The weekend looks dry and seasonable with temps in the mid-50s. I believe there's some basketball this weekend to watch, right?
Of course. Yeah, thank God for joining us. That's going to do it for WBKO News at 6. See you at 10.
We're in Portugal.
It's Wheel Around the World.
Tonight, we're celebrating the international versions of... Ladies and gentlemen, here are the stars of our
I'll probably put it back on in a second. I'm gonna go to Roku real fast to see what's on. See what's on the
Bang Theory. Actually, I need to talk to both of you about...
Not watching that. I like Big Bang Theory, but I'm not watching it right now. I'm trying to see if there's any NCAA on. That's NBA. Crap. I'm trying to look for NCAA. WWE NXT. WWE NXT will be coming on. I'll be watching that at 7 o'clock. 2.5 men. Good God. I like Modern Family. And I like haunted shows, actually. I'm going to show you on my DVR what I got. I watch a lot of this. I'm actually going to delete that. Actually, I'll watch those later. I watch a lot of battle bots and stuff. I like watching battle bots and Street Outlaws. Look at this. Here's the local weather. Apparently, we're in Bowling Green according to the Roku. I guess that's the closest big city to us. I thought Louisville was close too. I don't want local news. I want local weather. I want to see if they got local weather instead of local. Watch this. Here we go.
Tonight, partly cloudy skies this evening will become overcast overnight. Low 38. Winds east-northeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday, cloudy. High 55. Winds east-northeast at 10
This
to
from
20
the Weather
miles
Channel.
per hour.
It could just be because I got a HD TV.
Degrees under fair
God, it's
skies.
49 in Litchfield right now. It gives Litchfield weather. It's just Louisville won't for some
Here's
reason.
our local Doppler radar.
Move over, football. This sport is taking the U.S. by storm.
I don't
The
care.
verdict is in. People are crazy about pickleball. A recent study shows that 36.5 million people played this.
I'm gonna watch Wheel of Fortune. All right, guys. All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and close off the stream, and I'm gonna watch some Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna see if I can record another weather thing later. This might actually work good for when there's like severe weather and you can actually hear what's going on live. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this off, and I'm gonna watch some Wheel of Fortune. This is my favorite game show in the world, but I'm getting off here.